Hello everybody and welcome to the 2017 edition of Marshall Community Services News. My name is Doug Goodman and we're here on the campus of SMSU in the Studio One studios and taping this show, which you'll be able to view on Community Access Program channels over the next month, the rest of September, and of course maybe a little bit into October. But as I said, each and every month we try to bring you up to date on what's happening with Marshall Community Services News. And of course, I'm going to open the show today with the new edition of Marshall Community Services, and this is our fall brochure, which pretty much covers the month of August all the way to December. And of course, the cover, we're very happy to work with SMSU and celebrate their 50th year of being here in Marshall and offering their great school training, academic prowess, everything about SMSU to our community, and we're recognizing them and celebrating with them, of course, their 50th year with a big celebration coming up the end of this month. That's actually going to be September 29th, 30th, and August 1st. And of course, there's going to be a lot of activity going on out here and a lot of fun things. The alumni are really gearing up to bring a whole bunch of events to our community, and we're excited about that. So if you have not received one of these community services brochures, we have lots of them available down at Marshall Community Services. Our office is located on the second floor of the Marshall Municipal Building, City Hall, right downtown on Main Street, 344 West Main. And if you'd like one, give us a call. We'll try to get one to you, 537-6767. And as usual, as part of our Marshall Community Services News show each and every month, it's my pleasure to bring on, once again, another special guest. And with me is Ryne Myhrberg, the guy behind the scenes, actually, at Studio One. He's been behind the camera now for about 5 months. Yep. Taping shows, taping events, sporting events, different things. And we thought, you know, one way to highlight Studio One is to bring some of the staff on. Now, Alex Peterson, your supervisor, who's been with our program for a number of years, is behind the scenes. But we thought, Ryne, it's time for you to come out from behind the camera and share with us some of your talents, some of your history, a little bit about yourself. So, Ryne, why don't you real quickly give a little bio about how you got to this point.
How I got to this point. All right, well, first, thank you for having me on. Wow, well, I grew up in Marshall pretty much my whole life. From Marshall here, went to the high school, graduated a couple years ago at the high school. Then I decided I wanted to continue my education here at SMSU. Wonderful, wonderful school. I studied film and TV radio, which led me out to California for a while. So I was out there for a few months with an internship and then a little bit of a job. And the California lifestyle was a little too crazy.
A little different than Southwest Minnesota.
A little different than Southwest, yep. So I came back to Marshall. Luckily, there was a job opening up at Studio One, the first time ever for 2 employees, full-time employees. So I jumped in on there about 5.5, almost 6 months ago, and now I'm here and absolutely love it.
Well, that's great, because I know Alex Peterson, our Studio One coordinator, has been with us for 2-3 years now. And as Studio One and its programs grow, of course, the need to have additional staff to cover all the programs, events, and whether it be Tiger TV or SMSU or Studio One TV, which covers school board meetings, city council meetings, and of course a wide variety of community events, programs, activities. But you've been on staff now for a while, and I know one of the reasons that a full-time position was put out there, and we're happy to have you, was the Red Baron Arena. Now that's kind of going to be your home base?
Yeah, obviously our offices are still over here. We do a lot over at the arena, whether it's just hockey games. They have open skate there all the time. We are in charge of anything that goes on the video board. So any sort of promotions or any of that stuff, we do all the video for that. There's also, like, Schwann's has meetings out there. We have safety training meetings out there. There's all kind of events that go on. We had a concert out there a couple weeks ago, and last year we've had some concerts out there. So it's getting used quite a bit, and there is a lot of stuff behind the scenes that really goes into making that board and that stadium, that arena, really operate at its highest level.
Sounds good, and I know that that video board has been kind of a hot item out there because people, whether it be PowerPoints or we had a movie night out there for the kids in August. What a great venue and what a great opportunity for Marshall to showcase not only hockey, but all of the major events and special things that can come out there. And I know that SMSU is doing one of their big Fall Festival homecoming events out there with a big alumni reunion, right?
Yep.
So, you know, I pulled up your website because I think that's always key, and we encourage everyone to check out the website. And Studio One's website is, do you know right offhand? Is it MarshallStudio1TV.com?
That's it. Yep.
All right, Marshall Studio. We may even have Alex put that across the screen so that if you're watching the show and you want to know more, in fact, when I pulled it up, it says what we do, and I'll read it real quickly. Studio One Community Access TV serves the Marshall, Minnesota community with public access, educational and governmental-based television programming via cable channels on Charter and VAST. Both of those companies carry these programs, right?
Yep, all 3 channels. We have 3 channels: Tiger TV, Studio One, and SMSU Media, and those 3 are all covered on there.
So if you're on Charter, you can tune in on Charter 180. Studio One is also on VAST Channel 17.
Yep.
Also Tiger TV, Charter Channel 181, and Digital 18. And that's, I mean, VAST 95, and you go Digital 18, or the SMSU Media Channel, which of course a lot of our campus kids watch that. That's Charter 188 or VAST 99. And if I'm wrong on that, we'll hear from Alex and he'll put the right ones up on the screen. But again, your content and all of the things that you tape are available out there, and it's actually open for community members. If they want to come in and produce their own programs, they can, either in studio or on location, and you can have pre-produced programming played back on your channels. I know we work with our local churches, right? And they get played back, their services?
There's a handful of churches every week that we get DVDs or they send us digital copies, and we're able to upload them into our system for playback, so they'll play once or twice throughout the week. But also, everything that we put out as a studio is also available online. So if you go to our website, you can browse through all of our collections of, we have churches for almost, I would say almost up to a year ago. We have every service. We have all our past games we've shot, the parade, National Night Out. All those videos are archived online, so you can go and watch them anytime at our website.
And that's wonderful. And again, I just scrolled through a little bit when I was checking out the website prior to I mean, you have sporting events, you have various festivals, events, activities, a number of different things. You mentioned the parade. And you now have the ability to go live, right?
Yes, we do. I don't know if you guys have seen it driving around town. We do have a new van, a Studio One van. It's our mobile production van, I guess you'd say. We have the capability to go live stream from almost anywhere. So you can, if we have a parade, we can do that right downtown. Any other events outside, maybe not necessarily in the public schools or the college or anywhere else. If you want something else done, we can pull up and start filming right there and broadcast.
And isn't that cool? Because and you can actually monitor who's watching, or not who's watching, but how many people are watching.
How many people are watching,
And you have Facebook and all of that good stuff?
We have
You're on
Facebook.
YouTube?
Yep, we got Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Most things we'll always post on Facebook, or everything we do is also on YouTube. So you'll be able to see all our videos on YouTube. But on Facebook, you can follow us for updates, or if you want maybe a schedule of what we might be live streaming with this year coming up with all the sporting activities, you'll be able to find that on Facebook and on our website.
Sounds great, and I know that a lot of people do watch our tape-recorded school board meetings. City council meetings, anything that's educational or governmental related. I know you do safety trainings and different things, not only for the city staff, but and across the county. You're connected with a lot of people, and you get to meet a lot of people, isn't that?
That is one of the, I think, highlights I get with working at Studio One. I grew up here, so I have strong roots and connections to the community, and doing something where I can give back to the community or give back to this area is wonderful for me, and that's one of the things I love about this job too.
Well, and again, you're behind the camera, but is it true that everybody likes to be on TV?
You know, I would say so. I personally, I like it. I don't mind it. I think being on TV is great. And I would also like to plug for this time, we really do want community involvement with our shows. So if you, like we were saying in our on our website, if you have ideas or things you would like to see on our public access, come let us know. We would be more than happy to look into it and possibly create some new shows. So
that sounds great. Do you ever find anybody that doesn't want to be on TV?
Oh yeah,
they're kind of shy, and yet, you know, it isn't as big of a deal because you're really just having a conversation. We've got a great studio here. I know you've just got some new equipment, right?
Yep. We are on the campus of SMSU. Between the two of us, the Studio One and SMSU, we've upgraded the studio quite a bit. We have new lighting. I don't know if you'll able to tell on there, but really nice, really upgraded. We have some things in the works coming up that's really going to put this studio above a lot of other studios with the upgrades coming.
Well, and I know in SMSU for many years was recognized as having a good studio programming, TV, television, radio, and of course this is just adding to that. And you're also connected with Marshall High School. I know that there's some programming going on over there where kids are learning about TV production, radio production. I know you're working closely with those guys. And of course then having SMSU students available to help because you always need camera operators, don't you?
Yes. You'd probably be surprised at the amount of people it actually takes to put on a larger scale production. Whether it's the parade or some of the live things that we do, it takes a small army to get these things going. And one thing I really like about this area right here, especially with Studio One, is we work very closely with the school or with the high school and also with SMSU. So we'd like to get kids interested in this field at a younger age. And same thing with community services with the Summer Talent Academy. You know, we want to get kids interested in video production at a young age, get them to the high school, kind of learn their skills a little bit, see if they really like it, and eventually come to SMSU, learn how to use the equipment a little more, get more skilled, and then come to us, and we'll give you a job, and we'll get you going, get you ready for the real world, and you can go out and do whatever you want.
Yeah, everybody, again, likes to be on TV. And, you know, one of the new pieces of equipment that we haven't talked about that I think is kind of exciting is you guys now have a drone, right?
Yes, we do. Yep, we are, yes, we have a pretty nice drone. We like to get the good aerial footage.
Well, and I know that you've utilized that for a couple of festivals, special events. In fact, when the 9/11, 9/11 Memorial was coming in, come through Marshall during the Lyon County Fair, you had it up and you were able to follow it as it went throughout town. And of course, again, as football games become pretty regular here now in September, you're going to get a chance to utilize that and create some great, spectacular shows.
Yep, it really enhances the quality of the film or the production or the shot or whatever we're working on. Getting those different camera angles really emphasizes it quite a bit.
Well, that sounds great. And Ryan, I want to personally thank you and Alex. You know, you guys have really taken a program that was pretty much playback and built it into something that our community is becoming very, very proud of. People are always talking about Studio One. They're seeing the van out there. Again, the location we're at right now is out on campus at SMSU. The actual address is 1501 State Street. We're right off the library. We're actually in BA 174 is our production facility. That's where we're at right now. And a wonderful studio. And again, having you guys behind the scenes, taping everything and then recording and even then doing those live productions really has added to what benefits Studio One has given to our community. So you guys are doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
So with that being said, Ryan, you know, I know you want to kind of get back behind the cameras. I tried to get Alex to come out and actually get a chance to interview him, but he's saying, no, let's let Ryan do this show. We'll save Alex for another day because it's good to see the faces of our staff, and you are part of the Marshall Community Services staff, the City of Marshall, which of course is a joint powers funded program with Marshall Public Schools, Marshall, the city of Marshall, and of course now we're connected more even so with SMSU, which is a fantastic collaboration. We're very happy to be here, very happy to provide these type of programs to you, our viewers, and because we do have programming for all ages, and you guys cover a lot of stuff. So,
yes, we do.
Any last thoughts, comments? Anybody you want to say hi to out there?
Yeah, I'd like to actually bring up, once again, the community involvement. If you guys have ideas for shows, anything you'd like us to see or want us to cover or talk about, we'd be more than happy to look into it. So if you want some original content, whatever, come let us know. You can stop by, come visit us on the campus of SMSU. Let us know on Facebook or just stop in sometime. But we would love to look into it and just kind of see what the community members want to see.
Quick quiz, do you know your phone number?
No, I do not.
Okay, it's 507-532-2337 or that website, MarshallStudio1TV.com. Check them out, folks. And I think you'll be pretty amazed on what these guys are capable of and what some of the things are you can view right on your computer, right on your TV. Get involved with Marshall Community Services and, of course, Studio One. And again, I want to thank Ryne Myhrberg, one of our wonderful staff here at Studio One. And we're going to take a short break and be back with a few updates for September 2017 from our Marshall Community Services news show. Thank you, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back with Marshall Community Services News, the September 2017 edition. My name is Doug Goodman, and I'm the Assistant Director for Marshall Community Services. The Community Services office are located down at City Hall, 344 West Main, second floor, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. And of course, this second part of the show. And first of all, I want to thank Ryne Myhrberg for being our guest, our September guest here. And he's one of the great staff at Studio One, and it was great to get him out from behind the camera, in front of the camera, and share some of his stories and how he's contributing to Studio One's success. And again, I want to hold up our Marshall Community Services brochure. This is our fall edition 2017. Everything you can think of is in this brochure, keeping you, your family, whether you're young or old, busy all the way to December with programs, events, activities, hobbies, skills, crafts, and a number of great informational items also listed in this community services brochure. And with that, I want to highlight just a couple things because I know our time is a little bit short here for this half-hour edition. I do want to hold up another brochure that's a program that has been around for a little bit of time here, where we work closely with Marshall Middle School and after-school program for 5th through 8th graders. It's a very exciting program, and it's held every Tuesday and Thursday over at the Marshall Middle School. Kids 5th through 8th grade get an opportunity to have a snack and then work on their homework, which of course makes mom and dad happy because they don't bring it home to have them help. So we have some SMSU education majors that help, along with the Marshall Middle School faculty and administration, who get our kids through that homework session. And then once the homework's done, the fun begins, where they have access to computer labs, a games room, different activities, go to the gym, go outside, get a chance to socialize a little bit, and of course have some fun before the buses come at 4:45, where kids get an opportunity for some transportation back home to their homes, where they can again have everything done before they get home and have that homework ready for the next morning. So if you want one of these flyers, they are available at the Marshall Middle School. They're also available online, or you can stop down to our office. We have a stack of them down there. But again, if you're thinking about homework or starting to struggle, moms and dads, if son or daughter's struggling a little bit, great program, very economical, includes that snack. If you're interested, get signed up right away or call us if you have questions. You can also stop by the middle school office and talk to Abby Belter. She's our coordinator for this fall, and she'll be a great person to answer all those questions that you may have. So that's one handout I wanted to share with you. I also got a couple other handouts, and of course, fall in Southwest Minnesota is a great place to be, and I want to highlight our Camden Trail bicycle trail. It's not only for bicycles, of course, it's for pedestrians, but we recently released our Camden Trail bike maps. I'll hold one of those up so Ryan can get a shot of it, but it folds out into a very large map that not only has on one side all of the in-town Marshall bike trails, and the routes that take you all around Marshall and into Marshall, downtown Marshall. But on the other side, of course, is the Camden Trail, which we're very excited about. It actually had a ribbon cutting ceremony here about a month ago, where you can get on your bike right out here on campus or right by the Red Baron Expo. That's where the trailhead begins, and you can ride all the way. It's almost 18 miles out to Camden State Park and back, and enjoy the fall scenery, the fall foliage, and then really have a trail that you're not on the highway with other vehicles, and you can enjoy our fall season with our bike ride or a walk out and around town. And of course, we want to thank all the sponsors that are part of that Camden Trail that made it happen. And of course, we're excited about getting these maps out to you. If you'd like one, they're available at different locations throughout the community and also at our office. I know the YMCA has some, law enforcement, the Chamber of Commerce, CVB has these maps available. Of course, also down at Marshall Community Services. I also want to mention, and I'll bring this up, and maybe Ryan can zoom in on it. Here's our Red Baron Expo open skate schedule for the month of September. And on the 15th of September, that's our opening weekend for Fridays, Saturdays, Sunday evenings open skate. We do have a large array of skate rentals available, even helmets. If you think you may crash, you can rent one of those. But it is a fun night out at the arena, something different to do. And again, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, beginning at 7 o'clock, stop out. We have coupon books available. There's also adult open hockey every Wednesday night out at the arena. If you're a hockey player, former hockey player, you want to get out and chase the puck around a little bit, we're ready for you again every Wednesday night starting at 7:30, again out at the Red Baron Arena and Expo. And of course, as we roll into fall, we actually go back to 2 sheets of ice, and that's when the hockey season begins, and our hockey teams, our Marshall Tigers, boys, girls, and all of our MAHA programs for kids of all ages get started, and we're excited about that happening, of course. And now, as we get to some of our programs in September, which will wrap up our show, I want to mention a few programs that are coming up. If you're interested in any of these programs, we'd like you to give us a call, get signed up. You can register online or in our office. But a couple of things that are coming here in September, where we have a class called Beginning Quilting. If you want to learn the basics of Quilting 101, join us along with the great folks down at Fabrics Plus. They offer these classes again from 6 to 8:30 on Monday evenings all the way into October, so you're ready for that winter cold season by either making your own quilt or maybe using as a gift. So if you're interested in that, get signed up right away. Flag football, of course, is back, along with all the other football programs that are run through Marshall Community Services. Intro to Flag Football Camp is scheduled on Mondays beginning September 11th to October 2nd. This, of course, has got various times after school. It's only $25 a person, and I think there's still some spaces available if you're ready to go, if you're a kindergartner in first grade. We also have a junior soccer fall league. If you are interested, at Freedom Park on Mondays and Wednesdays, come on over. It's for grades 2 through 4 and also 5 through 8. That's a 6-on-6 league for boys and girls, and you can learn all the skills of the great game of soccer. And of course, we're excited about that. There's Saturday afternoon games, and there's scheduled for later this month, and if you're interested in that, give us a call. Junior volleyball season is underway. Our high school teams have been playing already, but we do have a program coming up again on September 11th. This is also for those 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th graders, and there's even a 6th grade league, so if you're interested in that, get signed up for junior volleyball. Some other community ed classes that I want to talk about: Mini Movements Dance Class and also Exploring Dance Class. These are part of our community education and recreation program, where over at Westside School, beginning in September 12th, you can find out what the world of dance is all about. Whether you're a boy or a girl, ages 3 to 5, there's a focus on what dance skills and movements are. And then there's Exploring Dance. This is for grades kindergarten through 2nd grade, where you can learn some choreography, skills, and techniques as you gain coordination and fine motor skills. So don't miss that. Again, coming up that 2nd week of September. On another note, What is an iPad? Now, technology and all of the gadgets that we have, whether it be your smartphones, your iPads, your laptops, your desktop computers, we have a number of classes scheduled this fall that you can learn more about those, figure out if it's something you want to get into, or learn more about your own iPad. Here's a class called What is an iPad? Scheduled for Tuesday, September 12th and Thursday, September 14th. 7 to 9 at the Marshall Middle School. We have a wonderful instructor, and he can make the basic fundamental elements of the iPad available to you. And there's so many things you can do with an iPad, and I know I have one, and I have no idea all of its capabilities, but I should actually be taking this class because it is something, again, that we'd ask you to bring your iPad, and our instructor will help you explore the many abilities and things you can do with your iPad. Now, also, through Marshall Community Services, we have a couple of ECFE classes coming up in September. ECFE stands for Early Childhood Family Education. You know, one of the toughest things in the world is to raise a child. We don't get a lot of skills and we don't get a lot of education training, but ECFE is just that. And coming up, there's a baby play date. It's for birth to 12 months with a parent, always with a parent, that you can join our staff over at the Marshall Middle School. That's where ECFE center base is. Tiffany Teskey, and we had her on one of our earlier shows this summer, has got a wide variety of various programs through ECFE, which of course is birth all the way up to school age, where you can get intergenerational classes set up. I know we do take some visits out to Boulder Creek Assisted Living and Boulder Creek and some of those great places where we actually connect kids with not only the young but the old and help those parents with their many challenges. And it's also great therapy because moms and dads get to talk to each other while the kids go do something fun. Moms and dads talk about some of the problems and situations that they can share and how they deal with those situations. Coming up also later this month with the Red Baron Expo just across the road here from SMSU, it's time for beginning hockey. And of course, this is for our younger generation who want to find out what hockey really is all about. It's for boys and girls ages 4 to 4th grade. It starts on September 18th. It's a Monday evening class, 4:15 to 5:15 or 6 to 7:30. It gives you a couple of opportunities. There's flyers going out from Community Services. I don't have one with me today, but you do have the opportunity to discover, with no previous hockey experience, how to have fun and be introduced to the great sport of hockey. So coming up again, beginning hockey. Introduction to cake decorating. Everybody loves cake, don't they? I think they do, because here's an opportunity for everyone to learn how to decorate your families, your friends' birthday cakes, or any occasion. You can find out how to decorate your cake coming up over at Marshall High School in the home ec room. That's coming up on September 18th and the 25th. And of course, it's not only cakes, but it's cupcakes, and it's a lot of fun, and I know that you'll enjoy that class. Icky Sticky Fun. Here's a class for our Marshall Middle School boys and girls in grades 3 through 8. Get a chance to get hands-on messy with bubbles and Play-Doh and all kinds of great things. There's 4 dates, actually one in September, October, November, and December. 4 sessions. You can register for them separately or all together. And of course, it's only $10 a session or $30 for all sessions. Fun with Theater, another one of our after-school programs where it gives the kids an opportunity to get up on stage and discover what theater is all about. There is a final performance on October 25th, but the kids do a great job of practicing, getting ready. They have a script. We have some wonderful instructors, and of course, it's important to kids to kind of figure out how to maybe present themselves up on the stage and be a little more comfortable in front of people. So another great opportunity. And again, finally, I'll just mention a couple other things. There is a professional development class coming up for substitute teachers and paraprofessionals. Marshall Public Schools is looking for and needs additional staff, substitute teachers, substitute paraprofessionals, where you can learn about the application process, duties, expectations, scheduling, wages, and what a typical day is like. So if you're interested, there's no fee for this particular training. The dates are Monday, September 25th from 9 to 10 a.m. or Thursday, September 28th from 4 to 5 p.m. right at the district office in the paraprofessional or in the professional development room at the Marshall Middle School. So that about does our September schedule. We do, again, of course, have these available on Studio One. You can check us out there. You can register online at 537-6767, or you can stop by our office. We're right downtown in the heart of Marshall, Main Street, 344 West Main Street. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. And of course, our website, and I'll have Alex or Ryan put it on, www.ci.marshall.mn.us. Check out that website, and you'll find out what the world of Marshall Community Services is all about. And of course, that phone number, 507-537-6767. So stop by our office, pick up a bike trail map, pick up a community services brochure, check us out online. And at this time, I want to thank you for watching this September 27 edition of Marshall Community Services News. My name is Doug Goodman, urging you to keep fit, mentally involved, and enjoy life by participating in your Marshall Community Services programs and activities. Thank you, and see you next month.